Well, good day, my friends. Bruce here. Well, you can hear in the background, my neighbors are working all over the place. It's good. So here we've got a Toro recycler, but it's old. It's got a Tecumseh engine on it. Most of the times now when you see a lawnmower with a muffler and the carburetor on the same side, it's pretty much going to be a Tecumseh. I might be wrong, and that's okay. So the guy who brought this to me said that it just runs and quits. But he did point out a couple of things. There's no air filter on there. That's it. Just that. That's kind of scary. I have not looked underneath it yet. It has oil. I did check the oil. Let's just check and see how much fuel is in there. I'm going to dump that fuel out of there just because with the air filter being missing and a lot of dust on it, right? Look at the dust on this thing. I'm worried about the engine. So I'm not sure which way to go about this because it was running at one time, of course. They all run at one time. So I'm not sure what my procedure is going to be here. I'm just going to have a quick look underneath it. Oh, there's not much for grass accumulation. And the blade is very good. All right, well that's encouraging. Okay, I'm going to leave the gas in there and we're just going to see how it runs. If it runs. And many of you will know that I just use a chainsaw gas 50-to-1 with oil for my starting testing gas. I'm going to try and prime it first. About 10 primes. See what it sounds like. Ooh. Okay. It almost fired. I could feel it in the rope. All right. Well, it's just wants to run, eh? And it's so high off the ground. It came from a farm, guys. Watch this. No, it's not running, right? But okay. That gave me the creeps putting my foot under there. So I'm gonna just dump out the fuel, and we'll take this a step at a time. The first thing I want to do technically is do a compression test on it, and that's with the drill to get it up over the speed of the decompression circuit. Okay, so let's just get the gas out of this thing. Yeah, not bad. I'm really curious to see what it's like. Now, he might have put brand new gas in it. Sure evaporates quick these days, doesn't it? Okay, come with me. It looks good from the top of this, but oh yeah, it's fine. Pretty new. Got some chunks out of the tank. All right. It's fair. So now we're going to put this lawnmower up on the pender lift, and we're going to, don't mind the noise, And we're going to do a compression test on this guy. All right, that was fun. I just have fun, right? All right, I'm going to take the top off that now. Ooh. Watch your eyes. Quarter inch. Yep. Good. Oh, looks like there's one more holding it on. Oh, right under the rope. Oh, it's been a while. Turn everything off and come back in a bit here. Okay, first thing we have to do is we got to lower this thing down because it looks like it's trying to get across the creek with her skirt lifted up. Let's just take it to the middle setting if we can. I'm going to do this one first. There, that's better. Now I'm just going to have a look at the blade. I'm sorry, I'm going to tilt it your way. Yeah, the blade looks good. It's not even dull. Perfect. Now, come over here, my friends. So, on Tecumseh's, one of the greatest things about Tecumseh's is when you want to take the rewind off, you don't have to take the engine shroud off. You just got to do 2 bolts. Oh, there's 3. Oh, there's 4 on this one. This is a quality unit. There are 4 little self-tapping bolts, not screws. And then you just take the rewind off like that. Isn't that something? Down. And then we just get the air blower and get rid of some more fluff. Okay, now we're going to take the spark plug out for a couple of reasons. Well, I want to have a look at it, of course. Looks really good. You know, it's either got no hours on it or it's been well maintained. Now we're going to get the little drill. And we're going to do a compression check. Okay, I'm going to do a dark and dirty clean on this carburetor. It seems pretty good, and in fact it happened just as the guy was using it, because I think he was using it without an air filter. So I'm going to just take the bowl off the carburetor, inspect it, blow the 2 holes out of the strainer, or the small holes in the bottom of the bolt jet, and then I am going to do a little squirting inside the carburetor itself. And you'll see that. So it's right here. Woo, good magnifying on that, eh? That's the carburetor right there. And I'm going to take the bowl out, the bolt jet out from underneath it. Bolt jet. And we're going to get that cleaned. And we did drain the gas tank, but it might have a little bit of residual gasoline in the bottom. So I'm going to pinch the gas line. Tecumseh uses some of the best stuff. I know a lot of guys hate Tecumseh. So we're going to see a little gas spill. That's the jet there. And there's a little tiny hole going through there to the other side. And then another one right on the edge of this lip that's even smaller. We'll find that right now. I'm in my doctor kit here. I'm looking for a tiny hole cleaner tool. Is that going to do it? Yes, sirree, Bob. Now, that little tiny hole is on the edge of this thread somewhere. Right there. That can be the one if you're having idling problems. Down into there, of course. And then this one on the side is the one for doing the jetting. I'm just going to squirt this jet a couple of times. The bolt jet, I call it. Oh. It's not blowing through. Let's use a small piece of wire or a pin or something here. That should do it. No, it's not happy. Little piece of copper, I guess. There it is. This should be squirting like they're crazy. There. Hope you got that. And I'm going to plug one side with my finger if I can. We'll screw it in the bottom and it should come out the top of the little brass bolt. Not really. And then that one's working. Good. That's good. That's clean. I don't like getting that stuff on anything plastic. It eats it. Now, just take the bowl off. Oh, it broke. Okay, that's good. Then we did this, eh? And there's some stuff in there that's floating around that's mysterious. That's good. That's fantastic, because you need, when you push the primer button, you build up pressure inside the bowl, and that forces gas up and into the engine. Oh, gas and over to the engine. Now we're going to get the 90-degree shooter. And do I take out the jet out of the side of the motor? Yes, I will. Okay, what are we here? Should hear this. We do. Now, I'm going to take the little rubber plug off this jet here. Right on, baby. Look at that. It came right off. And it's right there. We're going to take that out and clean it. Now, the old timers, some of them are nodding back and forth. They don't like it. And some guys are nodding up and down that they like this. But I think the primer bulb's okay. So in that regard, we're not going to muss with the gaskets and all that other stuff if this works. So this is the idle jet, what I call the idle jet. And there's a hole in the side and it should squirt out the end. Yep. to seal this up quickly. Take that little cover. You don't have to have this cover, but it keeps honest people out. People like Bruce's shop. I dropped it. And then I found her. Or, as they say, I lobster and then I flounder. Good. I'm going to just let a little gas go. No, there isn't any in there. No problem. Now, we are going to get a rubber seal. Okay, this is the new. I don't need the seat and the that, but the number on this part is 631021B or Baker. Right there, if you can see it. Yeah, 631021 Baker. That's the part number for this seal and the needle and seat. Just going to pop that on there. And a new gasket for that little bolt. And now we can put the bowl on with the hinge at the back. You can see there's a little hinged area there. That goes by the hinge on the bowl float. So exactly opposite of that. I'm going to just shine a little light in there. Looks good to me. Hello there, my dear. Hang on. I'm a filming. Okay, my friends, I got the carburetor back together. I just cleaned the jet bolt, a couple of jets in the carb that I could, and the bowl itself. And it had some crud bunnies in there, so it must have got sucked in from the tank. I put the rewind back on. I cleaned the rewind and put it back on. And now I'm just going to try and give it a bit of a start. I don't have a handle on the rope, so please forgive me. I'm going to just give it a light yank, not a big yank. And let's lower it down for safety. And I'll just have to, if it runs good, I'll just have to check out the drive for the wheels and the belt there. Okay, I'm going to give it another tug. Use my good arm. All right, so let's get a little light. And I just moved this tab back to increase the RPMs of the engine. That, ooh, right there above that little hole, right there. I moved that tab to the left, right there. Thanks. All right, now let's get you lined up here. I'm just going to pull the wheels and see how they look underneath. The plastic gears, etc., etc. Whoop. Hold your chin up. Hold your chin up high. Good. Mower. Well, you know what? I don't think there's that many miles on this old machine here, you know that? I'm going to just throw a little tiny bit of what I call transmission fluid, but it's my main oil. Right now I'm using transmission fluid. Might as well do the other side while we're at it. Check that one out. Okay. Now, I do think these things have been torqued a little bit. See, that one looks just as good. Maybe not perfect. No, it is. It's good. All right, so now, let's just give that one a little bit of oil. Now I'm going to tilt the machine up and just see how that drive shaft goes. A little bit of oil goes a long way, guys. Maybe we should get these wheels back on first. Okay, let's keep going. So now look at what's happening, folks. We've got a freewheel forward and we've got a ratchet going back. That's exactly the way it was supposed to be in the beginning. I think because it was so high up, it was putting some torsion on the input shaft to the, they call it a drive shaft, but it's really a differential. And now both tires roll forward and ratchet backwards, which is what they're supposed to do. I was worried about that, eh? So now, let's see. Carb's clean, runs good. Spark plug is clean. Gears are checked. Belt is good. I don't have the shroud on yet. We can do that right now. And then all we have to do is, let's see, change the oil and put the air filter on. Oh, and put the handle on the rope permanently. So what's first? Shroud. And I cleaned it up. Had a lot of scratches in it, still does, but the scratches are less visible now. You gotta get the rope through the hole. What am I doing? That's because I'm not looking. Aha, it's caught. There we go. Man, that wasn't easy. Now I think this rope had 2 knots in the end. We'll do that again. Whatever the last guy did, he must have had a reason. I'm going to use the vise to do this. How many vices do I have? Some say I have too many. I think I have just the right amount. So I use the vise to tighten up these little knots on these cables. Right? Just like this happy little guy right here. Here. Now we squeeze the bail. Now I think all I got left is the oil and another wipe down. A gooder wipe down this time. It's really coming, isn't it? Let's just do the angle shot even though it's still dirty. Oh, okay guys, we'll talk to you later. Well, I'm done, guys. Remember these older Tecumsehs, the 6 horses, take 600 milliliters of oil instead of 500 or 0.5 of a liter. So it's all done. It runs great. A slight variation in RPMs. I set them at 3180, and it goes from 3180 to 3210. That's great. But yes, it just looks perfect. The front, as I showed you, the front ratchets just move great forward, and then they ratchet backwards. And I taped up the handle up there, and that's about it. So my worries were unwarranted because the engine had more than 120 psi of compression, which is great for a flathead, 24-year-old flathead engine. I don't know exactly how old it is. I'll try and find the number on the engine, but on Tecumseh's, they just go by month and year. They don't put a date, and they don't give you a decade, an exact date or a decade. Isn't that weird? So anyway, thanks for watching this one, folks. Goodbye.